So I'm here with Kyle Andrews. Would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Well, hi, I'm Kyle Andrews, and I'm here in Philadelphia at the M Room, and we're going to play tonight, and it should be fun.
Alright, well, you just released your EP, Kangaroo. How has your response been?
It's been great, especially the last few days. It came out on Tuesday, and on Tuesday, like the video for the first song, You Always Make Me Smile, it debuted like on the front page of YouTube. So it's just like 4 of my videos on the front page, and then like the last 3 days, it's been like the most viewed music video.
Congratulations!
On YouTube. Yeah. So it's been exciting, like more exciting than I expected.
So is this response better than what you had expected?
I mean, it's been positive. It's just been more like response than I expected. So.
Well, I saw the video and I really liked it. And you were like, for anyone who hasn't seen it, can you describe it to them?
Yeah, some friends of mine out in Provo, Utah, directed the video, and it's basically a water balloon fight with 4,000 students and 120,000 water balloons, and me in the middle, and all of them throwing them at each other and at me, and it was just kind of like a big fun mess.
Alright, so I was curious about this. So in your video, you have like, there are different, I guess, scenes, but there's you crowd surfing and everyone's dry, and there's you playing and everyone's dry, but then there's also you playing and everyone's wet, and then there's you like on the ground and everyone's wet. So what did your shooting process look like?
Well, we had to shoot really quick. Like there was the water balloon fight, which like from the beginning, that's what you see. It's like all the people and like any of the shots where like I'm in the mix, just kind of like throwing balloons. Like that's the water balloon fight itself was like 12 minutes long. So like that's about how much time we had to get that footage.
Crazy.
And that was just really chaotic. I mean, it's just like yeah. So afterwards, like the director, real quick, just to like kind of get some extra footage. We had a whole nother batch of balloons to throw.
So there were more than 120,000 balloons?
Yeah, we had like another, I think it was close to 10,000 balloons. And it took them 48 hours to fill up because they tested it because it's so dry and hot out there.
Yeah.
They would only last about 2 days. So you couldn't just like make them in advance. So they had like 300 different people stay overnight just filling balloons non-stop so that we had enough to throw. Yeah, so it was like really big undertaking and like so many different awesome people involved in it, and I kind of had the luxury to just kind of step in the middle of it and get hit by all of it. So.
What was your favorite part of shooting that?
I guess just like during it, you know, there's like lots of planning and you think you know what to expect, but like once it starts, like I mean, like I had an in-ear piece so that I could hear the song and try to play along. Well, I got knocked out of my ear like 5 seconds into the beginning of the shoot, so it was just like a very pure moment of like, it's just, you're in the moment and there's, all the planning was out the window and it was just fun, you know, you just had to figure out a way to enjoy that.
That sounds good.
So there are like stage shots that we did afterwards, like, oh, let's try this, but like, the majority of that video is just the fight, and like that's pretty pure. And
was that your idea?
The fight itself?
Yeah.
They presented they had like 3 or 4 different ideas that were all really neat, and that just kind of immediately I was like, yeah. So I mean, I knew the balloons would be really colorful and that like everybody would be having fun. I didn't realize it would be so big, like there would be so many people involved. So. I'm glad I picked that one. So.
And now I have to ask this.
Yeah. What
makes you smile other than everything you listed in the song?
Probably just pizza.
Just pizza, nothing else.
Yeah, pretty much pizza and girls, probably. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Well, I heard you on commercials, and a bunch of them, not just one.
Yeah, well that's actually kind of the connection for the video and the school that we shot it at. was like "You Always Make Me Smile" is being used in this Holiday Inn campaign, and it's been played like a ton all over the world. So the agency that did that like wanted to help promote me as well outside of that commercial, which is pretty neat. So they kind of helped connect the dots between like the directors of this video and myself. So yeah, it's been neat. Like I mean, any way you can get the music out there is good. So it's been great.
Is that weird to like turn on your TV and see or hear yourself? I guess.
No, I mean it's mostly just fun. I mean, because it'll come on at like a bar and like friends will see it, or like or we'll be on the road and like waking up in the morning and see it. And I mean, it's just kind of encouraging, you know.
So what inspired you to write that song? I heard you had like an interesting writing process, but I don't know if that's true.
Well, usually, yeah, the song and a lot of the songs on the EP are like really uplifting, like, or they're supposed to be like just kind of light and airy. Like that song in particular, the goal was to write something that would do exactly that. Like we were hoping, like, oh, if you listen to the song, it'll make you smile. So it'd been like kind of like dreary gray weather in Nashville for like a week. I was kind of getting sick of it, so I was like, I'm gonna write a song that's like so happy that I get out of this mood. I wrote it with my roommate, and when we were done, by the time we were done recording, like it was sunny out again, and like it was kind of fun. Like it just does what it was supposed to for the most part.
Is that what your songwriting process looks like? Do you just sit down with something that you wanna, write, and then?
Not usually. Like that's probably the first instance of like really doing that successfully. Like usually I try to get like, try not to overthink anything and just like be creative and just start recording and making beats and playing keyboard parts, and then like lyrics usually just kind of come and they match what that music is. And then once you've done that with enough songs, then you kind of pick and see which ones fit together, and then you've got a record. So this is really the first time I was like, oh, I want to do something exactly like this, and did it, and it worked.
Congratulations.
Thanks.